Hello and welcome, Canada here. Today you don't see me in any kind of a small window here. I'm just adding my voice to what's happening on the screen. This is a short video on your request because you've asked me to do some Diamondback bikes overview. So we're gonna do overview of the Century series on this episode. This is the endurance bikes type. And I must tell you, this is the type of video I don't like doing, because even though I like Diamondback bikes, this is a nice piece of history, we can say. They were starting with BMXs, but the prices are really something that concerns me a lot. So I'm really hoping to hear from you guys whether the prices of those bikes in your local bike shops are way different from this manufacturer suggested retail price, because this is way overpriced in my opinion. So let's just look at those 6 bikes. We've got 2 carbon bikes, that's Century 5, Century 4, and then 4 aluminum bikes from Century 2 to Century Sport. But one of these has actually also a steel part of the frame set, which is super surprising for myself. So what do we have here is basically the Century 5 and Century 4 made of monocoque carbon frame with internal cable routing, and with the fork which has the carbon blades and aluminum alloy steering tube for $3,200 on Ultegra. So that's kind of surprising thing, and I'm not against aluminum steerers, I'm not against aluminum forks, but at this price point I would really like to have the full carbon, very compliant fork. And compliance, that's something we are looking for at those endurance bikes. So those 2 frames are the same, monocoque carbon frame and carbon alloy fork. Then what's even more surprising for me, here among those aluminum bikes we have same frame for Century 2, Century 1 and Century, all really nice looking, decent paint and so on, with a tapered head tube and the fork as well, of course. And then the cheapest one is the also aluminum frame, but different type of frame. It will be heavier than the 3 here above. And now in terms of the fork, here we have Century 2 will have carbon fork with aluminum blades, and those 2 will have aluminum fork with with aluminum steerer, and those will have aluminum blades with aluminum alloy steerer, so full alloy fork. And Century Sport will have actually the alloy blades with steel chromoly steerer. So that's something at this price point, like $800, I would never actually buy. So if we take a closer look at this bike, it's just okay. It will have this comfy geometry with a longer head tube, everything you would expect from the endurance bike, maybe without some compliant rear triangle, because there is no systems here that make your bike even more compliant. But aluminum fork with steel steerer will be really heavy. You will feel that the front of your bike is considerably heavier than from those with carbon blades and aluminum steering tube. So in my opinion, guys, this bike is on Shimano Claris basically. So Shimano Claris road bike with alloy chromoly fork should sit somewhere around $400. Really, $400. There's many different bikes I can buy, at least in Poland, Germany, UK, like Europe, but I think States are not more expensive, for about $400, not on sale, just like regular price in the local bike shop. So this is way overpriced in my opinion. Just as an example, I'm going to show you the store. You've got the link to the store just below my videos. It's in UK. Cannondale Cat 8 would cost $665 with lifetime warranty, really good aluminum frame and carbon bladed fork with aluminum steer. So 665, 800 here. So I'm really hoping that this suggested retail price is really very high, and you can get this one for, but I don't think you will get it for 400 or 500. I would never give more than $500 for this bike, even though I would love to have Diamondback. Here also we have all those bikes, starting with this model, Century, will have disc brakes, but still we have here Sora components on the aluminum frame, and aluminum fork will cost $1,000. When we look at content, giant content model, that's content 1, right? So this one really beautiful with carbon bladed forks. Let's just look here. Carbon composite, so carbon bladed fork with aluminum steerer, and Shimano Sora, the newest components, will cost $810. Now I don't want to be I don't want to just criticize Diamondback. I want to be fair. I'm not sure whether this price is like a full price or price without taxes for United States, because some manufacturers will do it, but I don't think Giant will send this bike from Europe. So this should be price for United States. I was actually trying to find some stores like in New York City, for example, but I couldn't find content just yet. So maybe it hasn't arrived just yet, and the prices are not confirmed. But $810 for this bike against $1,000 for this bike, man, this one is really crushing it. I know this one doesn't have disc brakes, but even if we go for content SL2, we will have $1,000 here for a bike with Tiagra components. So it will be really crushing this one here for $1,000. So let me know, guys, what are the prices in your area, because that really surprises me. And actually that's all I'd like to say. Also the carbon bike for $3,200 with the carbon alloy steerer on Ultegra is just too much. I know maybe Diamondback isn't really saving money on the wheels, which are the heads here, really nice wheels, but this price is just too high. It's really too high. And remember, those bikes are not handmade in USA. From the research I've made is that some manufacturer in China is making those bikes, which is not wrong, but we should not just think that we are paying extra for having handmade bikes in USA, because this is not handmade in USA. So that's actually all I wanted to tell you here about the endurance bikes, and I'm really looking forward to find some to read some comments from you guys, knowing what would be the price for you. Best regards from Canada, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.